Hello world, Dave here, you may call me mowdownjoe. Welcome back to Let's Play Bastion. Since last time, I purchased one more god to add to my collection. Yes, you actually buy gods in this game, don't ask why. Jevil, foes shall gain resistance to physical harm. I figured, you know, it's getting kind of dull one-shotting everything with focus attacks, so let's go ahead and make it a little bit more tricky.
Jevil.
Alright, that only adds 5% more fragments and XP. Alright, fine, I'll add Pith and Kobe doesn't. Kobe doesn't add that much. Let's just go with Pith and Jevil.
The gods never liked competing for people's affection.
So we're off to go ahead to good old Jawson Bog.
The less said about Jawson Bog, the better. That place will eat your mind.
Okay. And well, after having cleared Prosper Bluff and Langston River, yeah, I can't. Stupid lost recording. Let's just head down to Jawson Bog and get the fragments that we're looking for now, the shards. So, let's get started.
After Zolf's little episode, Kid sets off in search of shards. First stop, Jawson Bog. You'll get lost in that bog, I told the kid, and I won't be able to guide you back.
I didn't know that Zolf didn't believe in punctuation. I mean, I noticed a complete lack of a...
Well, I let him go. What else could I do? What could any of us do?
Anyway, I've kind of also switched up my equipment. I went back to the musket, even though I really wanted to get the pistols going, but I'll need some more upgrades first. And I also went and added the damn salvo.
Zolf put us in a real bind. Hurt the Bastion bad.
Yeah, I unlocked the salvo off camera from doing the proving ground for the musket. So the scrap salvo is going to be nice for the musket. It's not too nice, but you know, I figure I'd show it off.
But the shards can make it better. They're like smaller doses of the core's medicine.
Well, if you say so, Rux. If you say so. I'm just going ahead and trying to raise all the land I can, just for that one achievement, vigil, whatever.
Shame the only place to fill that prescription is out here in the wild.
What's going on? Why are you falling asleep?
This place is intoxicating. Don't know where he's gone. Might be gone for good, for all I know.
That sound you hear is the real Rux. Why am I saying real Rux? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mushroom Samba Land! This is gonna be one huge mind rape, pretty much.
Wherever he is. Somewhere I've never been. Somewhere I never want to go.
Yikes. I do not like these spiky guys at all, I'll say that much. But they're pretty difficult. They're kind of like boos in that if you look at them, they'll suddenly gain large amounts of armor. But yeah, like I said, welcome to Mushroom Samba Land. This is where your mind is going to be completely raped, and you're going to be wondering, what the hell is this guy singing, and why is Zia being called a siren? And what's that screaming?
The dead welcome him with open arms. Kid pops him good.
Yeah, this is, like I said, this is not your normal calm area, that's for sure. This is where you will go when... This is the area in the game where things just really tend to freak people out. So, on the plus side, look at all that experience we're gaining. I'm so glad I invoked those two gods.
That a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a lonesome ghost of a gas fella.
Yeah, the Rux you're hearing right now is not the Rux that we know so dearly. He is a twisted, mutated version that we know that is pretty much exists only to torture us. So the weird thing is, this is all. Well, Rux will kind of note later. I don't like to spoil things, but Rux will kind of note later that the kid never actually tells him of this part, which makes the whole thing a little contradictory in my eyes. I don't know what's actually supposed to be going on here, considering that later on we kind of find out what... I think I might have mentioned this. We kind of find out that Rux is actually telling the kid's story to someone.
What do you say to a kid who's seen too much?
So it just... I don't really know how how or why all this is happening, and how the kid's hearing Rux's voice in his head.
I'm Zolf of Lura. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
But yeah, this is just...
Now the kid sees something strange.
This is just one twisted abomination after another here.
Sure enough, he finds peckers, lunkheads, wallflowers, pincushions, vine apples, swamp weeds, ankle gators.
Yeah, like I said, this is not a very peaceful area of the game. Oh, dear God. And this is just where you go when you do not know what to do. Ah, oh, stupid. Woo, and we level up to level 4 there, thank God. I was starting to get a little bit worried. But this is... Like I said, this is actually kind of freaky your first run through. Especially considering the insane voices. But if you can kind of piece together what's going on, you can see that...
Bastion can send them even farther into the wild.
If you can kind of piece together that what's going on here is essentially the kid's kind of walking backwards through time here, through mentally in his head.
Kid sets foot inside one of Ceylondia's famous watering holes.
But yeah, this is where things just get really freaky.
He has the nerve to flash the shield he stole. He's a petty thief.
Yeah, see, this is just...
The security's just gonna have to straighten him.
This is just really one of the most baffling areas in the game. This is one that you probably want to consider not... You don't want to be drunk or high when you do this. Seriously, I don't even know what I'm saying right now. I'm just completely dumbfounded by what's going on. For the most part, it's going to be havoc just trying to deal with all the turrets and all the... And the giant-sized squirts that are coming out of that squirt generator, so this is going to be...
Kid succeeds where the calamity failed.
And I'm definitely not going to go ahead and pop old the saloon owner on the head there, even as much as the game would probably want me to at this point. After all, he's calling me a petty thief and a murderer and all that other stuff. You're not getting in my head. You're not getting in my head. No way. No how. You're not getting in my head. No.
Would you look at what he did to poor old Rondi, the bartender?
This lunatic is in my head.
Proper story is supposed to start at the beginning. It's so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world's alright, snoozing there on a rock in the sky. He wakes up. I'm just fooling.
Like I said,
He
going
sees
backwards.
what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. He sees what's left of Pith, the bull. The gods, they're all undone. He sees what's left of his lifelong friend.
Wow, this is harder when he's moving super fast.
His friend, he's come undone too.
I mean, that was actually a little surprising there. I actually was not expecting it to actually be a... I didn't have a challenge my first
He
time.
sees what's left undone.
And like I said, it's all mentally... It's all him mentally traveling back in time in his own head. Complete with a strange person that sounds a lot like Rux humming Build That Wall. But this is actually pre-Calamity, so this is actually a nice look at what the world was like before then. Just regular, ordinary campsite. Kid getting to relax before a hard day of after a hard day of labor, making a fire. Just getting to enjoy himself. You know this is all going to end poorly.
Thought we'd lost him, but they finally finally come.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Calamity, from the kid's point of view. Let's just go take the shard and get out of here.
The shard ain't lost either. Not anymore. Now to find a ticket out of this hole. Bootlickers stick their nasty thorns into his heels.
Yeah, this is probably... These enemies are probably pretty annoying. They'll trap you if you don't have a melee weapon to blast their little traps. But that's not even the worst part of what's to come. Yoo-hoo.
Ever heard of a lung blossom? It's bigger than the stories say.
Yeah, this is definitely one area where you... We can counter the lung blossom shots, but for the most part, just
breath on that thing, like a scumbag sprung leak.
But this is just going to be one area where you're just going to be dealing with all sorts of nastiness. So just try to make do with what you got here for the most part. Just block, clear out all the enemies around you, and oh god.
Kid ain't about to be playing food just yet.
No, I am not. Just clear out all the enemies around you for the most part, and oh, ow, ow. Heal as necessary, and just clear out all the enemies. I do mean all of them.
Hard to get a sure footing in the bog.
Just keep your eyes on that lung blossom for the most part. You're gonna be dealing with... You're gonna be taking in a lot of pain for the most part against this thing. Why did I have to go ahead and invoke Pith when the lung blossom was coming down? I should have remembered this was the lung blossom area. Oh well, we got on ahead and cleared out all the stuff around the lung blossom, so it shouldn't be too hard. Keep focus attacking between every one of his volleys. Probably sneak in a shot with the... Yeah, and then he goes ahead and throws in these stinkweeds. Ah. Oh. And let's just keep guarding, keep focus attacking. This guy's gonna be...
Well, a kid prunes it down to size somehow.
This guy's a pain in the ass. That's all I can say about him.
Mother only knows what happened in the bog. Kid never much cared to...
Like I said.
A shard is like a poor man's core. But beggars can't be choosers.
So yeah, what do we get to do with these shards besides place them in the Bastion and hope that it repairs the monument? Well...
That's it. A few more shards like that, and we'll be back in business. A single shard can breathe new life into this place.
So, now that we've gotten the shards, we can gotten to the point where we get shards, we can actually start upgrading our buildings to do more things. So, for the most part, the shrine, the arsenal, the distillery, the lost and found, not too important. The two that we really want to upgrade are the foundation, are the memorial, and the forge. The forge will let us upgrade our weapons to level 5. The foundation, the memorial will let us get more visuals, which will be, like I said, they're our primary source of income. So, how much money do I have? We could probably wait a little bit to upgrade the memorial.
The shard's got enough juice to spruce up any of these.
Hello, forges!
Ain't saying much, but that's the greatest forge in all the...
So we could go ahead and upgrade our bow to level 4. Let's see what's available there. More damage or damage over time. I'm kind of the guy who likes his damage up front, but I've never actually... I'm actually tempted to see how the damage over time does, but it could be interesting, or it could just be completely horrible. Or we could actually upgrade our pistols. You know what? I've been riding that bow so hard that... Yeah, let's go ahead and upgrade the bow. I'm curious.
Arrows like that can practically find their own way.
And yeah, let's go ahead and just put double damage over time, because the base damage upgrade doesn't seem to be doing that much, but a little bit of DOT might be fine with me. But yeah, I guess that'll probably just wrap it up this episode for the most part. And might want to go ahead and add one last thing to the old distillery here. Yeah, let's go ahead and add back steps. A little bit of ware whiskey. We've gotten enough health upgrades that enough health from level ups that I think we'll be in relatively good condition. And next time we can go ahead and add some squirt cider, just to make sure that we can stay in ware whiskey territory for a good long time. Now I really feel like keeping that bow at the end. Oh well. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, don't let the things in your head scare you. Take care, everybody.